Hello everyone, it's me, Heather Feather. I would like to do a questions and answers video for you today. I posted a video a little while ago, a couple weeks ago, asking if anyone had any questions for me. I did not anticipate getting over 80 responses back. So I tried to group the questions as best as I could, and I would like to answer them for you. There are questions that I won't answer, and I'll tell you why at the end of the video. But for those questions that I can't answer or were just really nice or really funny, like, why are you so awesome? I don't know how to answer that, but you're awesome. I put those people's names together and I'll say hi to each of them. Okay, so let's get started because we have a lot to go through. First, just clean this off. Sorry, I've created a makeshift table out of chairs and plastic that this easel is resting on, and it's kind of a precarious situation, so I'm a little cramped. Okay, the first questions come from Doc Wildcard, 400 LOL Cat, and Caitlin X50. They ask, where do you get your ideas? When did you first hear about ASMR? And who introduced you to ASMR? So I get my ideas from other ASMR artists who have tried and true videos, such as eye examinations, tapping, things like that. I also have my own triggers, which I like to cater to in my videos. I've always had ASMR, I think since I was born, but I first heard the term from Maria Gentle Whispering when I was trying to search the web for videos that gave me that feeling. And I found hers somehow, and it changed the quality of my sleep for years now. And through her I found other people, but it all started with Maria. I think there's a lot of people who have the same experience. Other ideas come from movies that I watch that give me, that trigger me, and then I try to play off of that in videos. I have a lot of ideas that haven't been done yet, and I'm trying to put those together for role plays. I'm pretty excited about them. I have a few that are a little silly, but I think they'll be pretty good. The next question comes from Dr. Solace. And Dr. Solace asked, if you were a cloud, what shape would you be? And this is the shape I would be. Some of you will recognize that. Others will just think I'm crazy. You'll see that there's a green residue. It's because there's some glue adhesive on this board, and the ink sticks to it. Now we have Wario22. Hi Wario. Wario's my nemesis. If you don't know, I really like Mario Kart. And Wario22 asked, do you make voices for your cats often? I do. I do make voices for my cats all the time. Also for inanimate objects and for other people. I do all the time. My family's used to it. I don't know if the internet is, though. Okay, now we have my friend, ASMR Kitten. She makes her own videos. You guys should check them out. It's a really nice, pretty girl who understands ASMR. And ASMR Kitten asked, would you ever get a tattoo, or do you already have one and want more? I do not have a tattoo. I would never get one. Not because I feel one way or another about them. I hate pain. I don't even have my ears pierced. I have a beauty mark on my ear that makes it look like my ears are pierced. But nope, not for me. Okay, now we have another friend of mine, the Grand Turk. Hi. The Grand Turk is a really nice person as well. And the Grand Turk asked, how are you able to make such long videos without interruption? I am not able to make long videos without interruption. I have been working on this video for 15 minutes and I've already had a lawnmower outside, my cat meowing at the door, and someone coming to my house. I live with another person, so I have that, and I also have a lot of people that like to come hang out at my house, family, friends, so some of them have keys if they want to come over whenever, and they just come in, as someone just did. But they're very respectful of what I'm doing, and they know about ASMR, but they don't have it. But they're still awesome about it. So they come in, they go hang out in another room, and they let me finish. Okay, the next question comes from two people, Marksman 2007 and the Dicko Boy 1. (2007), not 2007. And Marksman 2007 and the Dicko Boy 1 asked, what is your shoe size? And my shoe size is 9.5. I have really big feet for my height, and the doctor thought I was going to be 5'7" because of how big my feet are. And if you guys haven't already gathered, I'm not 5'7". I'll say how tall I am later because somebody asked that. Next is, oh, please forgive me if I say your usernames wrong. I'm just a human being and I don't know how to pronounce everything. So the next question comes from Johansson. I'm really sorry if I said that wrong. Johansson asked, if you had a boyfriend, would you ASMR him? If I had a boyfriend that had ASMR, I would be happy to ASMR him if they weren't desensitized to my voice. See how I handled that? Okay, now we have Cality11. Hello. And Cality11 asked, favorite book? My favorite book ever. I don't know. I read a lot of books. I devour them because I'm probably the fastest reader ever. No, but I am a very fast reader. That comes from other things. But I devour books. I can read them really fast and I go from book to book to book. Favorite book? I have two, I think. I have a lot. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, The Hunger Games, fantastic books, by the way. If you haven't read them, they're full of metaphors, and I love metaphors. Anything that Terry Brooks writes, I love Terry Brooks books a lot. Yeah, I'll go with those. Cality also asked, what was your favorite vacation? And I'm gonna say Grand Cayman. And if you had to live on a deserted island, what 3 things would you take with you and why? I would take a survival expert with all of his or her gear. I would take, can I take a mall full of food and electric inside the mall? Does that count as one thing? And I would take pictures of everyone that I loved. Okay. Now we have Laser555. Hello. And Laser555 asked, what would you do if you dieted, D-I-E-D-E-D? And I don't know if you mean, what would I do if I died? Or what would I do if I dieted? So I'm going to say if I dieted, I would be very grumpy. And if I died, I would not be grumpy. Okay. The next one comes from Damsel289. Hi, Damsel. Damsel's very nice. All the time. Damsel289. And Damsel289 asked, I've assumed you've got a theater background, even if it's just school theater. Am I correct? Also, what do you want to be when you grow up? I do not have any theater background. I actually used to have a tremendous amount of stage fright. Even when I would just present a report in front of a class. For my whole life, I would shake and my knees would shake. That changed when I got to college and I took a speech class. And the speech class, I hated it, but it was probably the best thing I ever had the opportunity to take as far as helping me with everything else. Because of that class, I learned how to, how do I say this? I found my confidence in what I was presenting, and I became very self-assured that I was an effective presenter and researcher. So anyway, I went off on a tangent. I have no theater background, but I'm a lot more comfortable speaking in front of people now and just being myself and just doing whatever makes me happy. Also, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be happy, and yes, I want to be happy. I can't remember if I kept someone else who asked what my dream job is, so if I get through this and nobody asked what my dream job is, I'll say what it was, and Damsel289 will get the credit for it. What do you want to be when you grow up? Yeah. I'm really sorry if I'm ruining this. Okay. Now we have Emma M. Hi, Emma M. Emma M is a really, really nice person, too. Emma M. And Emma M asked, what's your favorite color? Where do you want to visit? What's your life motto? What would be your favorite role play to do? And whose videos do you like watching for your own ASMR experience? My favorite color is blue. I like watching a lot of people's videos. I have my favorites, but since I've started making videos, I've been exposed to a lot more people, and it's awesome to see other work that I wouldn't have normally pursued if I was just left in my little trigger cave. But now that I am exposed to them, I really like them. I don't want to say anything specific though, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings if I miss someone. So I'll just say everyone. My favorite roleplay to do are medical roleplays. I love them. I really do. I really would love to do a cranial nerve examination with a binaural microphone. Yeah, if I get a binaural microphone, it will be awesome. Where would you want to visit? I want to visit everywhere. I love, 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 love traveling. And my life motto is I speak my mind because biting my tongue makes my pride bleed. It's an anonymous quote from a genocide survivor, but it's a great quote. Now we have Green Bay Jimbo 76. Green Bay Jimbo 76. Any capitals? Green Bay Jimbo 76 asked, how tall are you? I am 5'2". Favorite ASMR videos? I definitely have a top 5 favorite list. It's on my blog if you want to read it. They're my top 5 intentional videos, and I'm going to do a top 5 unintentional video down the line. Favorite music? Queen. Queen is my all-time favorite band, hands down. I think Freddie Mercury was one of the most talented performers, writers ever. And will you marry me? I can't marry you, but thank you. You're funny. Okay, now we have 1979 Hayod. Hayod asked, what is your cat's name? The orange cat that you see all the time, both my cats have a lot of names and they know them all. I have really smart cats. They're very special. His nickname right now is Troll Cat. And the other cat's name is, right now, they have permanent names, but her nickname right now is Tiny Horse, because when she runs, it sounds like a stampede of tiny horses. And that was a good tie-in for the next question from Anselmification. And Anselmification wrote, how many cats do you have? And I have 2. Anselmification wrote, how many cats do you have? And the answer is 2. So now we have pluck, duck, tuck. Pluck, duck, tuck. And Pluck Duck Tuck asked, what do you think Bill Murray's character says to Scarlett Johansson's at the end of Lost in Translation? They actually know what he said. Someone uncovered footage or altered the volumes or some shenanigans like that, and the line came out. I'm not going to ruin it for you though, but if you want to see it, you can find it, just Google it. What I think he should have said was, watch Zombieland and Ghostbusters. I'm way funnier in those movies. Especially Ghostbusters. I like Ghostbusters. Now we have Alex Thompson, who said, first, Alex Thompson. You got a very fancy N, Alex Thompson. Alex asked, did you know that you look a little like Victoria Legrand from the band Beach House? I did not know that, but thank you, I think. Now we have Rachel Delate. Rachel Delate. And Rachel Delate wrote, what is your favorite movie? I'm a huge movie buff. Huge. I watch everything. I love bad movies and I love great movies. But my favorite bad movies are The Room, Troll 2, Birdemic, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Some of you might know a clip from that movie where the main character, it's such a terribly acted movie. It's so terrible. I love that. Unintentionally terrible. He says, I don't know how to say this and keep my voice soft. He goes, garbage day. And his eyebrows, every time he gives a line. So bad. Okay, stop. My favorite good movie is Up, Disney's Up. If you haven't seen that movie, I suggest you watch it a million times. It's an animated feature, but it details something that we're all going to go through at some point in our lives. Aging and losing people we love. And I've seen that movie probably 30 times, and every time I see it, I bawl my eyes out. Not just tears. I am full-blown sobbing every time I watch that movie. And it'll make you feel the whole range of emotions, and it's a beautifully executed film. I bet you didn't know I was going to talk for so long about that. Now we have a whole slew of questions from Miss Chocolate XO. I like your name. Miss Chocolate XO. Miss Chocolate XO asked a lot. Are you still friends with any childhood or high school friends? Yes. What is the most recent book you read? The Mortal Instruments series. Yeah, it was alright. What was the first cell phone you owned? Oh, I'm not a cell phone person. I don't have a smartphone or anything. They annoy me. Mac or PC? I don't know that either. I'm also not a Mac or PC person. Ice cream or froyo? Ice cream. Ketchup or mustard? Ketchup. Cookies or cake? Both of them. I will have all of them. I will have cookies made of cake and cake made of cookies. I will not discriminate. Favorite holiday? Any holiday that I get to see the people that I love, and any holiday where the people I love give me presents. And one trigger that always works for you and is your favorite. Medical role plays always work for me. Now we have Delicate ASMR, who I will write the name down before I ask what the question was. Delicate ASMR. Any capitals? Yes. Delicate ASMR. Oh, can you see your name? Asked, favorite whisperer. I have a lot of favorites. I don't want to say who everyone is, but because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But my list has definitely grown in the last 3 months. Yeah, I like a lot. I like a lot of people, but I don't want to go through them and miss someone and hurt their feelings. Okay, now we have Passionate Strawberry. I love my strawberries passionate. Passionate Strawberry asked, do your friends and family know you do these videos on YouTube? If so, what do they think of it? My friends do know. Are you crooked? Stay still. That's better. Everyone knows that I do these videos. Nobody understands ASMR though, in my circle of people, but they all know I do it. My grandmother Googled Heather Feather and she found this girl who dances in her underwear, and she didn't click the video, she just saw the icon, and she asked me, Heather, are you going into porn? I was like, no, Grandma. So I had to show her my channel. She doesn't understand, but they're very supportive. It's funny. Now we have Rosie Love 10. Every time I hear the name Rosie, I think of the little girl in Balto. Oh, Rosie. Rosie, darling. Rosie Love 10 said, I am not the only one who makes up a voice for my pets. You are not. Is this crooked? Am I crooked? Now we have the Register Me. Hi. It's another very nice person. The Register Me. I'm really sorry if this isn't giving you guys any tingles. I wanted to originally do this with props and tapping objects that I liked, but there was over 80 responses, and if I did that, it would be too long of a video. The Register Me. And the Register Me asked, how old are you? I am 28. And what made you decide to do a video? I was home watching TV and I needed to make a video. I had this weird, strong urge to do it, so I did it, and that was it. I had been watching ASMR videos for almost 3 years, and I never wanted to do one of my own. I never planned doing videos. It was just like this spur of the moment, gut, right in the gut, feeling that I acquiesced to. Now we have Caxurda. 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 And Caxurda wrote, Do you have any siblings? I do. I have an awesome sibling. It's my best friend. It's my sister. Now we have one Puppet Master 1. Hi there. Another really awesome person. One Puppet Master 1. Stop. One Puppet Master 1 asked, why put feather in your username? I think that anyone who is named Heather has at some point in their life been called Heather Feather. A lot, if not all the time. So it is just a natural nickname for me. Now we have XDBZX I am Broly. Is your power level over 9,000? That probably is not going to give anyone tingles. It might scare people. It doesn't matter. Over 9,000. XDBZX I am Broly. I was always a Piccolo fan. Piccolo was awesome. XDBZ. X. I am Broly. And XDBZ I am Broly asks, would you make another video about potions again? I really loved that video. I think that I might have made one since this question was posed, because this was 3 weeks ago. So I think since then I made the love potion roleplay. I hope you liked it. Now we have Staggers 9010. Staggers 9010. Staggers 9010 asked, will you be my friend? Yes. And now we have Rick the Killer. And Rick the Killer asked, favorite type of food? I like all the foods. Yeah, I love trying new things. And I'll say I can't live without chocolate. I love chocolate. So, moving on to Philip Raz. Philip Raz. I think I'm going to change the color because this green is getting a little tired. Ooh. How's this? shot. Any other greens that work? Oh, okay. We're gonna go from green to green for Philip Perez. And Philip Perez asked, if you could travel to anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I want to go everywhere. I really, really do. I've always wanted to go to Japan though, ever since I was little and was into Sailor Moon, which is where the first half of my Reddit name comes from. I love Sailor Moon, but I've always wanted to go to Japan, and I want to eat everything there and see everything and see all the crazy vending machines that I hear about and eat sushi, because we have good sushi here, but I hear that the sushi in Japan is, of course, leaps and bounds above what we have here. And I wanna shop and just experience it. Now we have Jeff Coors. Jeff Coors. And Jeff Coors asked, why so serious? Now we have, my name is Knowledge. My name is Knowledge. It's really squished over here. My name is Knowledge asked, can we be text buddies? We can be buddies on YouTube or on Reddit or on my blog or on Facebook, which I made. My Facebook is www.facebook.com/Heather. What am I doing? Making a mess. Heather dot feather dot 7355. That is very poor penmanship, but so if anyone wants to friend me, I am at www.facebook.com/heather.feather.7355. I can't say how often I'll be on it, but I kept getting requests to do that, so I did it. As a thank you for 5,000 subscribers. That was awesome. I never thought I would even ever get close to that. Okay, now we have Pea Bottom Poochies. I like your name, Pea Bottom Poochies. And Pea Bottom Poochies asked, can you do a personal shopper roleplay? Yes, I did one with shoes a little while ago, and I'm going to be posting one that I did with jewelry that I somehow did for 2 hours, and I'm not sure what the heck I was thinking, but I'm splitting it in half. Single or married? I'm not married. Kids or no kids? No kids. And what's... Oh, for the next part, NR Young 14 shared this question with Pea Bottom Poochies. NR Young. Ooh, that was loud. NR Young 14 and Pea Bottom Poochies asked, what is the air speed velocity of a coconut-laden swallow? To which I ask, is it a European swallow or an African swallow? And for good measure, I have this to say to you both. Boom. And I expect some shrubbery from you too. Okay. The next question is from Gilly Bob 333. Hi, Gilly Bob. Gilly Bob very nicely asked, tell us about the tree your great-grandparents planted, and if you have taken a cutting yet to replant it. We have not taken a cutting to replant it. We're still working on handling it. It's a huge tree. If you guys don't know, he's referring to Hurricane Sandy knocked a tree that my great-grandparents planted down. It's a huge tree, and it's a monster to dispose of. So, and we're doing it on our own. So we're still working on that. But, hi.